is so pretty. It's about 3:35, 3:30, 3:35, and it's January the 21st, 2025. And we're gaining some clarity today. Not anything that I didn't already know, but at least it's something that is being put out there finally. So, aside from everything else that's going on, I'm gonna go ahead and work on something, and I'm gonna go ahead and put all of this shit to rest because I'm about over it, and I know that I haven't done anything wrong to anyone, and I've never ever approached anyone with malicious intentions. So I'm gonna make sure that this is made very loud and clear when I say what it is that I need to say, and there will be no confusion when it is said. And when it is said, I want my apology, and I want my apology in layman's terms, and I want my apology public as well. Because I think people know already that I don't have that type of heart, and I don't get down like that. So I'm glad that at some point we're going to figure out exactly how everybody's going to move forward in the best way possible. But just know that I already know. But it's very important that we take accountability for what it is that we've done. And it's also important that we face that publicly. Okay? So moving forward, though, it's a beautiful day, man. It's gorgeous. And what I'm going to be doing with the rest of my life is going to be like crazy, because I'm not sure if I want to let me see. I'm not sure if I want to go back to school, do my thing in that way, get like a degree or something like that. I'm not sure if that's what I want to do or not, but I know that I'll have that option for sure. I think nothing is really going to work for me until my family life is right. That's why I always put my family first. Family first. God was always at the forefront. That's always been the center of my world, regardless. It's just I walk in that. You get what I'm saying? But I'm looking forward to pulling my family back together and gaining clarity with my family. Going through this process that I'm going through with outside entities, people, in general, is one thing, but I feel like it's worth more, and the payout in general, the energetic payout, the end result is worth it. It's more worth it when you are focused mainly on your family. Healing things within the family unit. That's important to me. I don't give a damn what's been done, what's been said, what has happened, whatever. I'm still mama, and I still love mine. And it's very important to make sure that, they know that they're loved, and whatever has happened, that they should feel welcome to come to me and talk to me about anything. Okay? That's what's really a priority to me right now. Hold on. I love this station. Sorry, I had to pause for a second, you guys. But no, real talk. I always feel like healing within the family unit is like priority. So I think that's really what I want to focus on. And that's kind of what I've been hoping for. But I've been trying to get myself together so that I can do that, because I'm one of those people who feels like if your family life isn't right, if you are not doing right by your family, if you're not doing right by like your children or your parents or whatever, it's like certain things in your life won't go right. And I don't know where I picked that up. I don't know like where that comes from, but for me, it's just always been like making family and making sure that my family is good has always been a priority. And I've noticed that in this experience that I'm in, I can understand why they call it like an upside down phase or something like that, or some type of, maybe like, I don't know what else they call it. I think it's upside down phase or something, where everything is kind of like backward or whatever. And I'm like, I can see that, because everything that people have done to me, everything that people have accused me of, everything that people have said to me, it's been the total opposite of who I actually am, So it kind of trips me out a little bit, just to kind of like, I've been sitting back watching shit, and then I had to realize, hold on, let me pause, because I don't want anybody else in my video. Hold on. All right, people talking about a car being on the train tracks once again. I just, what time is it actually? It's 3:23. So 3:23, car being on the tracks, and train hitting a car or something like that. There's a lot of that being talked about. Derailing of a train. Earlier today at 3 minutes after 1, I hopped on a train going in the opposite direction to go take care of something real quick, and they stopped off at the station where I was assaulted by one. This was the first assault that I haven't really talked about since it happened, but I did write about it on, and you can find that on X at Real Me Talia B. I think it's about 19 or 20 parts. All 19 or 20 parts is up there. You can feel free to go look it up so you can get like at least a briefing of what happened. So they stop at that station at 1:03. They stay there for exactly 3 minutes. We leave at 1:06 p.m. And there was apparently a delay because someone was allegedly laying on the tracks. I'm sorry, but I didn't see anybody doing that. And of course, at 7:23, they make another announcement. Let's see if we got another one. Okay, great. So at 7:23, we make another announcement here in my environment where there's remote viewing. Oh, all of a sudden my train is coming. Is it early? Let's see. It's actually 10 minutes early. Imagine that. Ironically, I don't really see a train coming. Oh, I do see it. It's really far away. I can see the lights though. Yeah, it's time to kind of hang that shit up, y'all. Okay. So they're trying to, oh, we're going to chop your arms off. We're going to chop your legs off. We're going to put you in a train accident. We're going to make it a car accident. We're going to do this. If you fly, we're going to crash the plane. It's just like, hang that shit up. What's most important right now? What's most important to me is making sure that, or they'll have somebody walk up on me like that. Like the lady just walked up on me. I'm like, people don't even use this. Where I'm sitting, it's not a place where you would traditionally sit. So there's no reason for like anyone to walk up or behind me, unless of course it's to like, oh my God, somebody's like walking up on me. I'm just so scared. Moving on. So that was a non-stop, or not a non-stop, a limited stop train that was coming, actually. It's not a train that was supposed to stop here. And the trains that are limited, they're never really announced. So, gotta pay attention to details, kids. So moving forward, even looking at social media and things like that, peeping shit that's going on, people telling people to attack my children and telling people to do all this fucked up shit. It's really just a fucked up ass game where people, they like to use what they think are your vulnerabilities, your weaknesses, or what they perceive to be your weaknesses to try and control you. But let's get back to what's most important. And like I said, the healing of a family unit. Now, families, it could be, I mean, it could be anything, to be honest. You could do, let's just go ahead. I'm going to go ahead and let it just play. Okay. All right. So, anyway, when it comes to families, families can be anything. It could just be, you know, you and your children. They come and they have many faces. Let's just say that. Okay. Many faces, depending on what your family unit looks like or whatever the case is, right? So it could be a family of friends, but you guys are there for one another and you love one another and you down for one another. You get what I'm saying? You're loyal to one another. That's a beautiful thing, because sometimes that shit doesn't even exist within a real family unit where people are blood relatives. I know, trust me. Okay? So whatever that unit is for you, if you find that there's some kind of static within that unit, heal that and focus on healing that and do the best that you can do in healing that. I've tried to do that while I've been here, but because there have been so many things that have pulled me and my family apart, it's like, and then my children are young adults, it's like, damn, you know, it's like everybody's like, well, I got to pay attention to my life. I've got to do what's best for me. They don't realize that they're being manipulated. You know, they don't realize that they're being manipulated. So this is another thing too that I want to talk about, because I'm listening to my surroundings that's why if it seems like I'm veering off a little bit, it's only because I'm listening to my surroundings, because everybody here is like literally they in Opville. I'm in Opville, y'all, period. That's why they look at me as being the op, because it's like I'm not on the same page as they are, because they're being paid to literally be my op. Pretty much. Undercover op, excuse me, because they have to act friendly, you know, unless, you know. So anyway, in a minute, I'm getting ready to walk the station and record everybody, just to make sure that everybody understands that I'm not here to expose, but if you continue that, you will be exposed, right? So everything that's been arranged around my family it's intentional, with full intent to pull us apart, separate us so that, you know, each of us can be conquered individually, because they know that we're stronger together. You know, they've worked magic on us. They've manipulated us. They've put people around us that are not for us. They've done a great deal of shit, you know? Even down to, like I was saying, the social workers and things like that. I've never had a problem with any kind of, it's never been a question if my babies were taken care of. That has never been a concern of anyone when it comes to me. Because everybody knows I live for my babies, you know? And so imagine coming here. This is why I started documenting, because I was like, what the hell is going on? This is the total opposite. Like, what's happening here is a reflection of the total opposite of what my lifestyle is. I was like, what is this shit? People calling CPS and stuff like that, and we're going through displacement and all this, and I'm not able to find a job and this and that, and what is going on? Because everybody knows, like, I work my behind off, I keep a job, I keep a roof over our head, the whole nine. Here, pause. All right, so now we got why are they announcing these motherfucking trains so early? It's ridiculous. Like, the goddamn train is not even, I don't know, you guys. But listen, I'm going to make a part 2 to this. And we'll get a chance to talk about it. But yeah, everything's a total opposite of what it actually should be, which is very confusing to me. It's almost like somebody tried to switch destinies with me or something, or tried to like flip my life in a totally opposite direction or some shit. It's kind of crazy. But anyway, you guys, part 2 coming soon.